shortly. Everyone, smile.
Hey!
Hi! Welcome back to Starfall. This is our Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure featuring the Lasers and Liches 2.5 supplement. I am your, let's see, we'll call me a story captain, Diamond. I am, and these are Thomas, Thomas, David, Allison, and Jocelyn, our lovely players. This episode brought to you by our, communal desire for chicken nuggets.
Yes, we all want chicken nuggets.
Anyway, hooray for chicken! Thomas does not want chicken nuggets.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I literally have a burrito in front of me, so I'm good.
Well,
Okay,
it was
well,
less
just
communal.
me and Diamond want
And
chicken
Allison.
nuggets, apparently. And Allison.
It was less about by the lady desire for chicken nugget. Okay. And this is a little bit of a special episode. If you're a fan of Steven Universe, you may remember the Uncle Grandpa episode. Yes, it happened. No, it's not really canon. This is going to be a little bit like that. So just relax and enjoy. Relax and enjoy yourself, I guess.
That's the example you point to. That is not a good precedent to set.
I literally don't have another one in my head. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, give me one.
I mean, damn near every musical episode of any show ever.
All of the comic books.
Yeah. Anytime they brought back Uncle Ben,
It's a what if episode.
it's a what if episode.
A little bit of a what if episode. Okay.
It's Starfall Elseworlds.
The tropes are hungry and the hero's in the wrong story. And when last we left our scrappy band of adventurers who have way too much superpower, they had just taken down a Waspinosaurus. Waspinosaurus? Waspinosaurus.
Wasposaurus.
Wasposaurus.
Waspinosaurus, actually, I think, because it has the long,
Yeah.
Spinosaur.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyone want to describe the beast for us?
I think Waspinosaurus pretty well sums it up.
Ah, yes, I remember it being monstrously huge and black and yellow, right?
Yeah.
The icky buzzing sound.
Like a drum beat in your lungs. A awfully long snout that didn't really look insectoid, with a slavering mouth and way too many arms that were ended with very sharp things, and a stinger like the size of a trapper keeper. There's it. And a venom sac the size of a beanbag. You know exactly how big the venom sac is because then they cut up the beast and took the pieces and put them in the backyard of the child. Which is
Why in the backyard of the child?
because it's your storage container also. So this is also what you wake up to, Empress, that the unusual smell of Waspinosaurus. And if you leave the little castle, we'll call it the mini castle that you all have, it is, well, there's wings and probably some like weird arm bone things and, you know, a few other helpful bits. Just hanging out, drying in the sun.
I sigh. Just like, and disappear back into the castle.
And for the record, the child is delighted about it. She's not
It's-
remotely traumatized.
Yep. We haven't
She's
even
just
played
like,
it yet.
cool!
100%. There is a whole, like, she is having a biologically interesting time. That sounds weird.
Yeah. That sounds like puberty.
That is not at all what I meant. She's just geeking out. You have a nerd child. That's what you have. And the nerd child is fascinated by the Waspinosaurus and is asking Monsieur Chessman all sorts of questions about how things get put together and physics about how the creation of flying machines, which is particularly interesting considering that she can fly, you expect, since she is an Aarakocra. You may note, I don't think you've ever seen her fly. Oh, no, wait. Up into the tree. Okay, I was just not 100% sure there for a minute. Outside of the box, I believe, so you have gained a companion, beautiful gray tabaxi called Habit, and he is just, you ever meet a cat where you're just like, I'm pretty sure you're actually the Fae in cat form, and he looks like that cat as a tabaxi. Someone has too much charisma for one person. It happens. You meet them from time to time. Gal Gadot.
So they're so charismatic, it's almost off-putting.
Yeah.
Chris
Yep.
Evans.
What?
Same thing.
Chris Evans.
Oh, yeah.
The best Chris.
Gal Gadot and Chris Evans are both the same species. Whatever species that turns out to be, we haven't found out yet.
Oh no, what's her name? Oh no. No, I can't do it. Oh no. Why can't I remember her name?
Give me any kind of hint.
League of Their Own.
Gina Davis.
Yes. Gina Davis. Thank you.
My first thought was
Lori Petty.
Rosie.
Madonna.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to point out Madonna is in that movie, but I know you meant Gina Davis.
Well, Madonna isn't that
Yeah.
as charismatic as Gina Davis. I'm sorry. Like,
No.
there's
Anybody
nothing I can
want
do
to play
about
some
that.
D&D though?
Yeah.
Yes, but
Who needs
when?
Who needs
When?
you?
Now.
Anyway, that's where we're at. I think that, so Empress is in N box. Where is everyone else?
Are we traveling yet?
We just skipped to when you're back on the move. Yes.
I'm in position, keeping a lookout.
Okay.
Rook would be doing the driving.
Sumasaur?
Sumathor will be in the box,
Okay.
meditating, maybe doing some like stretches and calisthenics,
Nice.
jumping
And-
jacks. No.
Empress woke up for 3 seconds and went back to sleep like a real snake. Sorry. All right. So, you have this new guy who's hanging out with you. There's still a couple of days left to get, well, more like a day and a half, to get to Royford. Any character interaction you would like to have with Habit?
Well, Friendly is bouncing between setting up the Waspinosaurus bits for processing and recasting the rituals once an hour.
He will, like when you're recasting, he'll try to like friendly chat at you with about like, oh, I have a friend who does such and such. Or do you do the same sort of such and such? It's like I know a guy who's a magic user. It's cool that you're a magic you know. He's
I
not
nod a
entirely
lot. I give nothing.
not entirely sure how to address
He
it.
picked the wrong group to like try to get buddy with.
I talk a lot about the code. Does he want to pray?
Not really my thing, but I appreciate the offer. Actually, you could always pray for me. I mean, anyone
You
can
can't
use
help
it,
but
right?
pray. You
Sure,
are
buddy.
the code. You'll
Well, then-
understand.
Oh, and I guess it means I don't need to do much about it. So that's awesome. That's easy. Great.
Only if you're happy with a lack of agency.
I don't know, man. Venom Sack. It's gonna be so great. And he's definitely trying to learn more about you, Tuesday, because like, oh, you're my species. Let's hang out.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't mentioned it, but she's also hot.
Yeah. You described to me.
Jessica Jones is a cat. There's something going on there.
You described to me a cat person wearing like a tabaxi who has a mohawk and a leather jacket, and of course she's hot. Like
A pink mohawk, a shiny pink tight bodysuit, a cropped T-shirt, and a short leather jacket.
Yeah, hot is 100. You didn't have to.
Yeah.
What was the trope we were creating earlier?
Needless to gay.
Needlessly gay? Yeah. Needless to gay.
Yeah.
This was needless to hot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And like she's polite and she'll respond if he engages, but she's on the clock and she's keeping a lookout for any dangers, so she's not going to start the chit chat.
Well, he will definitely engage you multiple times about where you're from, do we know anyone in common? What do you do? Questions that you've already answered multiple times for the audience.
Mm-hmm. Where you from? Everywhere.
Oh, you're one of those types, huh? Maybe we could go somewhere you've never been. Diamond is not good at flirting. But this character is.
Neither is David, but I've made the character stoic.
Yeah. This is not what the GM gets to do. So between the processing pieces, yes, Allison.
Sumasaur would offer snacks.
He would happily accept the snacks. Like, are you coming out or are you offering them through the door?
I would come out. I mean, it's quite a while. Right. The trip is long, so yeah. At some point, I would come out and offer
There's
snacks.
also those brief breaks where there's recasting happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Like during one of those breaks, come out and offer snacks to everybody, and yeah, and if they know, and if they know who I am, like as a wrestler, I will talk about that.
He unfortunately does not follow wrestling, but I'm pretty sure there's a like a wrestling club or something in Royford. Like, I've seen people getting down with it, so I'm sure you can find people there if you want to spar or whatever it is you call it. Like, but that's awesome. I really appreciate your dedication to your craft. And he like hip wiggles his swords. At least says it. Don't you hate it when you make an NPC that you're less than happy about? Anyway. So sentence structure, Diamond. He while you guys are chatting, at some point with the box lid open, he definitely takes a long look inside, and he's like, that is so interesting. I remember that I can't go in, but where did you guys find a grassy field in a box?
In a broken tower.
That is such an adventure answer. I gotta pick up some of those. I appreciate it.
It'd be a bitch to carry without the disc.
And while he's staring in, and remember the gravity difference there, Roz comes out of the tiny castle and starts walking up to the door and waves, and he waves back. Is she real? Is it real? Wouldn't say she. Not sure you can tell. Is that a real child? You're muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you all were adventurers. Why'd you bring a child?
Part of the adventure.
And at this point,
Sometimes you find fair maidens. Sometimes you find other helpless creatures.
one question,
You know.
because I blanked. Where is everybody besides Empress?
Well, now they're all out of the box,
Okay.
except for Roz, who's on her way.
Empress goes out of the box, just like sleepy snake yawn.
You guys have a snake? You have a pet snake? Is one of you a druid?
The snake is a druid.
Empress immediately, as soon as hearing she's a pet, and is like, "Excuse me, I am not a pet."
My bad. My bad, sister. I'm sorry. Okay. What? Y'all are just full of surprises, aren't you? Fascinating. Okay.
Wow,
This.
racist. I don't say that.
You don't actually say
No,
that.
that's yeah.
So, what are you on your way to do that you needed to try and take my debt? With a child.
Your debt was coincidental.
Well, yeah, but you're,
You were something we encountered on the way. It was take it or leave it.
You're what we in the adventuring business call a side quest.
So
Empress
I guess that's true.
gives sort
Everyone's on their own main quest, but we're all just side quests to others. That's wise. That's quite wise. I like it. No.
It's my gimmick.
it's not that wise.
Empress is trying to hold in a laugh. Just like,
This is an expedition. What happens along the way, we take as it comes, profit where we can, take care of our projects.
Cool. And interrupting this, Roz sticks her head out of the box. And well, head out, and then her wings like straight up, and she says, "I need your attention."
Empress immediately goes over to her.
This whole time I've been not making eye contact with anyone because I'm using my scope to like scan the horizon, and then that happens and just
It's time for you to all come inside. And she rolls back into the box and walks
Empress follows her, giggling hysterically.
walks to the middle of the field where M. Hastings Chessman is setting up a tent. Not a tent, a like a pop-up.
Seems like we should
we
follow
all?
the girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we all in the box to see this now?
You were all outside of the box, but
Oh.
that is the thing that's happening if you follow her.
Just look at half of the ritual cast, just like. I'll leave Rook outside to keep watch.
So is there something I should do if something happens?
Knock.
I thought you were a hero.
Oh,
You'll
Man,
know
I
what to
don't
do.
what a dick thing to say.
You'll know
What
what
a
to do.
friendly thing to say.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Excellent.
I just realized I made that into a pun.
Good job. So he says something a lot like, "Thank you, sweetie." A lot like, "I don't need to take this." And as you all go into the box, he closes the lid of it and just like, it's easy to open from the outside, no problem. But this is more fun for me if the box is closed, and that's why it's closed. And Rook's out there, so whatever. M. Hastings Chessman is setting up a pop-up tent, and he needs surprisingly little help to do so. If you've ever set one up by yourself, you'll recognize that as a feat of endurance. And you don't know where any of this stuff came from. There's a pop-up tent, there's a little folding table, like it's made out of some sort of like hard white matte material you haven't really seen before. It's unusual.
Like
There are metal
PVC.
There are metal chairs that are like foldy with like wooden seats, putting them up around the table. And she marches back over and like stands with her arms crossed, like waiting for you all to arrive. And as you all get there, she puts her wings back up and says, "Today is a very important day." And Chessman sort of like, "Oh, that's my signal." Sort of shambles over almost next to her, and then right outside from under the tent, the top of his head opens, and out comes a birthday hat cone. So it's just the sides hanging off, and there's a birthday hat cone. And he opens his hands, and out come sparklers, and he starts singing a mechanical happy birthday tune that she sings along with while doing a little dance about how it's her birthday.
Empress is just
Is this
smiling
the
at how
happy
she's
birthday song that we know?
It seems to be unique, but you can like it has a clap along beat like that,
Yeah,
so
it's
you
most
can
normal
easily
clap.
clap along to it.
Friendly will immediately begin to sing along and cast thaumaturgy to auto-tune himself.
Excellent.
Empress also starts singing along.
When the song is over, the sparklers release metal confetti that goes poof and rains down.
You mean shrapnel?
No, not shrapnel. I mean, it's really shiny. It's not paper.
Like foil confetti.
Yeah. And she says, "It is my birthday. Now you have to guess how old I am." And Chessman goes back to continue setting up.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yes, Sumasaur.
You're 6.
That's a really great guess, but nope.
Ah, okay.
Can I insight check or something?
100%.
I'm also going to insight check.
Oh, not bad. Hang on.
I would like to use medicine.
Nice.
23.
Okay.
For a second there, I thought that was your guess on how old she was.
I got a 19. I rolled a 16 at 3 for my wisdom, and there we go, 19.
And Thomas?
Mathing for a second. 23.
Okay. So both insight checks. She doesn't think you're going to be able to get this. Like, she's really certain you're not going to guess her age. And Thomas, you are, you've done this medicine check before, and you've done about as well. This is definitely a young, preteen Aarakocra. Like, human age 8, that would make her what, 2? I think, in Aarakocra?
About that.
Yeah. Okay.
Empress just immediately pipes up and says, "You're 2." Aarakocra.
That's a wonderful guess. That's how many years. So that's a wonderful guess, but it's not right either. 2
Then
more.
it must be 3.
Nope. But really good.
What is her age?
Guess you're gonna find out in a minute. It's Tuesday's turn. She is pointing at you.
4.
Nobody guessed, Chessman. Nobody guessed. Nobody guessed. And he
Is
turns
Habit
to-
here?
What?
Is Habit here?
He can't get in the
Nope,
box.
he can't
doesn't
come into
have
the box.
goblets.
Oh, right.
He's
sorry.
outside with Rook.
Sorry. Thank you. Proceed.
And then I took a bite.
I shall do a dance.
Failure to plan.
So Chessman leans over over his shoulder kind of awkwardly to look at you and says, "Of course they couldn't guess, Miss Roslyn." And turns back around and starts walking towards the little castle you all have set up. "I will go retrieve the cake." And she says, "I will tell you how old I am after the pizza." And then she just stands there and waits.
I don't suppose anyone called for delivery.
Oh no, it's coming. Just
Oh,
Chessman only moves so quickly.
why don't I go help him?
Oh no, you can't help him with this.
So I don't know how old you are, but with the young people in my family, we throw them up really high on their birthday. You want me to throw you up really high? Very
Yes, I absolutely do.
strong. And I will,
Empress,
and I
although
will
she
make-
is technically an adult snake, looks up and is like, "Would you mind doing that for me, Sumasaur?"
oh, birthday bird first.
She does it. Is like, "Okay, I can deal with that."
Arms out up. Yeah.
And a strength check, athletics perhaps.
Either athletics
I'd
or
say
fine.
athletics. Give myself some proficiency there. Da, da, da. Ooh, I rolled a 22.
Well, she shoots off. And type T personality, right? But she's pretty aerodynamic already. So she shoots off and then wheels and dives back to Earth. And it takes you a moment, Sumosaur, but she's clearly expecting you to catch her. So I would like another
I'm ready.
check to catch
I'm
her.
ready. Oh, Lord, I hope I do.
Thud! Oops.
I got 20.
Amazing. While they are playing the toss the bird and snake game, Friendly, you're going to go help Chessman?
Yes.
She
He
told
got-
you you can't help him, but I figured you just did anyway because
You can tell me what to do, child. It's your birthday, not your coronation.
when you walk in A+, when you walk in the door, Chessman is pulling a two-tiered cake, or putting the 2 tiers together of a 2-tiered cake that is it's gorgeous. It's like that. You guys have seen this style where some of the cake shows through the icing. It's like that, but it's all smooth, desert golden colors. It's a lovely cake. And he is carefully putting the second tier on the top before it, and it's on a platter to bring out.
I will cast guidance.
Cool.
Does that work on him?
Just so he doesn't fail. Oh yeah, he's
Sure.
a creature.
Okay.
He hears you enter and says, "Oh, thank you. Would you please grab the plates and servingware?"
Sure.
Thank you. There's a neat little stack of exactly enough large plates and exactly enough small plates with little like pre-wrapped bundles of silverware on it. You've not seen any of this before. You have no idea where it came from, but here it is.
I was going to ask.
Who are you
But-
going to ask?
Well, Chessman.
Oh.
Don't worry
Did
about
you raid a pantry while we were out?
This is part of this place. It knows that it is Roz's birthday.
Interesting. How does it know?
I did not create it. I do not know.
Hmm. But it knows how old she is.
I don't know if it knows that. Just that it's her birthday.
Interesting.
Which suggests that it knows how many days are passing external to it. So possibly.
Or potentially it just senses a confluence of events, reads something in the flux of the code. There's so many ways.
Indeed. You
Or just
are
has a
more
talent.
adept at such things than I. However, I do make a very nice cake. And picks it up, takes it.
You've clearly been well programmed.
That is not an insult to him. Like,
I wouldn't expect it to be.
it's
Friendly
like
says
being
that to
really
everyone.
happy with your eye shape. Someone says you have pretty eyes. You didn't make those, but you're really glad you have them.
All right? I wouldn't expect it to be an insult to an automaton. You know, a thing. Anyway.
And then back outside, he goes to put down the cake while you all are playing games. And Friendly comes out with a stack of plates and things. Set them down on this table.
As I'm setting the table, I will begin to cast the ceremony ritual.
Tell the audience and Diamond what that is.
It has several options. I'm going to look it up, but it specifically like has things for like big life events. It's it's priestly ceremonies. I'll find out which aspect I'm going to use here in a moment, but it takes some time to cast.
I'm pretty much assuming at some point gifts are part of this ritual, so while she's distracted, I go over to my bag and get something out for her. And I have it just I have it ready.
So while you are, yes, Allison.
Dang it, I lost it. Go on.
Again, and I put food in my mouth.
I'm so tricky. So tricky. Oh, I was just gonna say, give me time to remember. I gave just as a note, I don't like give it an extra place, but I'm gonna set out, I believe it was Rockham, Radamir's rock that he left with us.
Yep.
I have it on my character sheet.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna set that on the table next to my place, is like, it feels appropriate.
Nice. Good concept of ceremonies. So, go ahead, Thomas.
It takes an hour, so it will be part of the festivities as things go along. He will be like, glory to the code.
Cool. You've got all full priestly going on there. So once the table is set and the cake is in the middle of the table, the birthday hat stays, but Chessman claps his hand 3 times, and you watch Roz get so wiggly. She is so excited. You know that there's that wiggle. And she's like, okay, it's time for the pizza. And she walks away from the tent and out into a middle part of the field that isn't close to anything. And if you don't immediately follow her, she turns around and goes, "Come on, come on." Chessman is, of course, walking with her.
I'm immediately following her.
Okay.
I get up when she does.
When you get to where it's where she is, she like places you in a line, so you are in a line, and I am going to actually move you over to the mess page. Just call it the mess page. For sentences, because I can make sentences some of the time, at least part of the time. On roll 20, you're now on the mess page. Put yourselves in a line. I'm gonna use a weird little thing as Ross. So this isn't a road, it's just a green grassy field. I just didn't want to go find another green grassy field. Tuesday, I'm pretty sure you're going to end up right next to her on one side. And Empress on the other. Anyway. Just move those two back there. Excellent.
I was saving bandwidth by not being on roll 20 yet, so give me a second.
Okay. That's fine. This is easy enough to start without that. Except my penny didn't upload. That's very upsetting. Well, hold on. I have to look up an image. So, what happens while Diamond is looking up an image is that the once you are all in a line, she tells you specific words to say. What languages do you all speak?
I speak Druidic, Commons, and Wanari.
Let's try this. Does anyone speak Auran? Probably a no. Okay. You can check to see if you recognize it, but she asks you to repeat about 5 words specifically, and they sound really breathy. If you don't get it right, she's like, "No, no," and then makes you do it again until you all get it right. You interrupt me if you are not playing along with this or doing something different than what she's asking you to do, because I'm also in another tab right now.
Okay.
I'm totally going with it.
Okay.
Same.
Excellent. Once you all
Me too.
Once you all get it right, she goes, "Yes, exactly, that perfect. Now you go like this," and she puts her hands down to her ankles and then brings them up high, and you have to say it while you're doing that, and you gotta do it 6 times. It's 6 times. Do it with me. And
Empress speaks up and is like, "You do realize, little one, I don't have arms, right?"
oh, you could just use your wings, or you can just stretch. Just go down to the ground and then up as high as you can, and down to the ground.
And
up
you
as high
just
as
see a snake now doing.
Got a periscoping snake. Excellent.
We have a periscoping snake. Oh god, now I need to find.
Okay.
Find an image of that.
It's okay. Well, and I have to find an image of a thing really quick. It's happening, though. It is happening. If you give me a second. Just that one.
Apparently, it's a common search.
What is?
Periscoping snake.
Well, yeah, because that's a thing they do.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute. Well, her day is made. This episode also brought to you by the letter C for adorable. I mean cute. Choose file.
It's probably showing up right on my tab. So everyone who doesn't know what I'm giggling about in the audience, there.
The image that I downloaded earlier didn't actually download. So that is to do this because I did have it actually ready. I did.
I'm a periscoping snake.
Oh, thank goodness. So, what comes up from the ground as you all are successfully doing this? It's like the ground opens up and a cube of greasy pepperoni, mushroom, sausage, olive, pineapple covered pizza comes out of the ground. Roll initiative.
Oh boy. $21.
Okay. I put you in. Let me...
7, 8.
Mine was 17, and I just updated.
7.
That is a troubling image.
Which?
The pizza cube.
Googled pizza
Yeah,
cube.
that does
It's
look
what I
menacing.
got.
Callie?
Roz gets real dice.
I want that.
A cube of pizza.
Yes, that looks good.
My understanding is play Minecraft.
No, like I want it in real life. You just want a cube of pizza.
Now the
And
question
then
is it crust in the middle or hollow or just a cubic foot of cheese?
Cubic foot of cheese.
There, Empress, what did you roll?
7. Well, okay, I rolled a 5 plus my
Sorry, I
initiative
was asking what your
modifier.
number was.
7.
Friendly, did you put yours in? Maybe? Probably. Wrong button. Not alphabetically. Okay. Oh, the pizza cube needs a turn. I forgot to give the pizza cube a turn.
I mean, does it?
It does. And I need to roll a die for it. How do you run games again?
As best you can.
As best you can. I said there wouldn't be much die rolling. I lied. Just a little, though.
Damn you.
Okay. All right. And then we'll update that. Descending eyes. Tuesday. A pizza cube has just appeared from in front of you. And Roz is screaming, yes! With that, like, there is a vicious way that children scream.
Yeah.
She's doing that.
Is my read of the situation that we're meant to fight this thing?
Roll me an insight check. It's a pretty weird situation.
Oh, thank God. That's a 20 plus something.
Okay.
28. Like, don't
Yeah,
roll a
she-
1. Don't roll a 1.
Yeah. She looks like she's about to attack it. You definitely just brought something from another plane into this plane, or it seems that way. And it looks like she's getting ready to launch herself at it.
While making eye contact with her, I'm reaching for my gun. And I take an actual second to be like, right?
She sees you do this. Is like, yes!
Fantastic. 2 shots.
All right.
I don't want to fuck up her birthday, but you know. I also don't want to get... Wow, what the hell?
And
I rolled
now, oh god,
I rolled a 20 and a 2. So I really hit and then really didn't.
Yeah. Well, tell me what that actual number is, just because it's a cube. It's
Yeah,
the
that's
broadside
fair.
of a barn.
That's I mean, because I by default am sharpshooting every time. That's a 21 and a 3.
Okay, the 3 does not hit. You are correct.
Yeah.
just checking out around the AC, trying to figure out. Got to check the low numbers too.
How much of my turn did it eat up to check with her first?
That would be your
Movement?
No, I mean really that's going to be your talk action. You don't get to talk this turn because it was really like and she went yes, like it was smooth.
Okay. Do I have room for a bonus action is my actual question.
Yes.
Cool. I would have Hunter's Mark first.
How much damage did you do on that 20?
We'll find out together. Uh 4, 9, 18. 28 damage.
You blow some of that pepperoni right off it. It's amazing to see.
It's hemorrhaging marinara.
Yes. Well, one side is. The other side is hemorrhaging garlic sauce.
It's good to have options for dipping.
It really, I mean, it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely cause it a significant amount of damage. Any other move action, anything?
There's nothing to like crouch behind. There's no like
Nope. It's just
shootout
that.
cover.
Nope. Flat open field.
I assume my sniper position, just like kneeling, and I start aiming for next round.
Okay. It is now Roz's turn, and I'm trying not to mess up the character sheet that I've got her. It's great. That's what she's casting. Okay. Let me find it in the thing.
I always
Huh?
No, it's irrelevant, but I always forget that I get a +1 on the first attack each turn.
It is often irrelevant for you, but it might be
Yeah.
important to hold on to.
So that was a 22.
Definitely, but the 4
Yeah.
hit, or the 3
Yeah.
did not hit. All
Yeah.
right, so she. Oh no, that's bad. I can't spell Hilwim. Fortunately, I don't have to. The computer can do it for me. So she is like so into this, like really excited, and does that like scream that kids do, and then takes another breath and does a scream, and is clearly casting a spell at the thing with that child rate, like the kid in the axe throwing competition scream. Also, I love that. I love kids. They're so cool. Anyway, let's see if it makes a wisdom saving throw. I don't know. How much wisdom do you think a cube has?
Seems low.
Probably.
It's a real blockhead.
I mean, it's basically a gelatinous cube that's just full. Just ate a
Little bit.
pizza shop.
It does not make that save. And is going to take an amount of damage. If I can write fingers. There we go. And it takes 7 psychic damage.
Yeet.
To its mind.
You know what? It's her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a... Yeah, I didn't think so. Cubes cannot fall prone. So it does not fall prone. But it does take some damage. And
That makes
then...
the most sense of anything ever.
Just rolls over, still a cube.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it's like she uses that same power of the scream and launches herself into the air. And she's about like, we're like 10 feet above the cube. It's like 20 feet above you guys. So, and that's her turn. Friendly.
I guess I'm going to stop casting the ceremony. So, but I'll, they don't know how the spell works. I'll just keep it up like, and now the ritual combat portion of the coming of age. And I will cast Bane.
We need to not kill this before Sumasaur can pin it.
I'm guessing charisma isn't the top of its save list.
No.
So charisma saves.
Well, 1d20 minus 5 is 7.
Excellent. That's way less than it needed to avoid getting minus 1d4 to every attack and saving throw for the next minute.
Perfect. Any other bonus actions, move actions?
I will go get the plates.
Okay. Move yourself on the... At least far away, further away from the pizza. All right, and the pizza cube's turn. I crack myself up. I am so funny. What is your speed? I forgot what your speed is. It's gonna move into your space. The pizza's just gonna move at you. And everyone who's there, except for the flying raws, needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Sumasaur makes it. Don't even have to add things.
23.
14.
Yeah.
Yep, you all
14.
make the dexterity saving throw, and you back up. I'm just not even going to move it. You ended up sort of like falling back 5 more feet, but miss like hot, gooey cheese covering you. It then takes an attack action. And it's a minus d4 to each attack action, right, Thomas? Okay. Oh my goodness. Pardon me. Wow. It's gonna throw hot cheese at you. That's really what's happening. And it's gonna be minus 3, you said?
Yes.
All right. So it looks like it's gonna hit you first, the Tuesday of the superpowered damage. Or attempt to hit you first. That's what I meant. I need to find my attack bonus here. Come on, give me the thing I need. Ah, there we go. +2 minus 3 is just going to be -1. Okay. Does an 11 hit you? I don't think so. How about a 17, Tuesday? Sorry, I was looking at the not you guys.
Yes.
A 17 hits you?
Yeah.
Okay, a gob of cheese. One gob of cheese flies by you, and as you dodge it, the other gob of cheese, like, just smacks you. Ew.
Did I hear right in that it approached me?
Yes.
I get to shoot at it.
Oh, then you should do that first.
Also, was there a -3 on the second one?
Yeah, I just repeated the thing. It has +2 to hit, so it's -3 to hit.
Oh,
makes
okay,
it
okay, built it
-1,
in.
so I
Got it.
just made the math easier.
Right. I mean, it was a different dice roll in the second one that happened to also come up a 3.
Oh, I just made it a 3 both times.
Right. It could have been a -1.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Definitely does.
8, 9. 14 fire damage.
Do you like the smell of burnt cheese? Because
I
it's all you
really
can
don't.
smell right now.
I really, really don't, actually.
eh. Okay.
How much damage
There
did
we
it do to me?
I needed to get the number, and it took me an awful long time. Yeah, we're just going to do it that way, too, instead. Okay, so to retcon slightly, what happened is this pizza cube almost, it's like it's rolling forward. But so the pizza cube comes forward to you, and everyone sort of dodges back, but Tuesday dodges back, shoots, and then it throws a glob of hot, gooey, like sausage with a cheese ball at it. And by throws, it mostly just it explodes out of it. There's no arm. And it dodges that one, but gets hit in the chest with the other one that comes at it for 7 damage. The air
Okay.
is filled with the smell of burnt cheese. Sumasaur, it is your turn.
Well, can you break the back? What size is this creature?
Large. I made the square too big, but it's a large. I just wanted it to
It's
look
very
dramatic.
big but flat.
One large pizza.
It's
Yeah. I was actively not saying that. Well done.
um, yeah, I guess. Let's see. What are my wrestling moves? We'll do. Yeah, so I mean, I think a backbreaker, like on a giant pizza cube, is just like I don't know.
it doesn't have really structure in the same way that most things seem to.
Well, I guess
You can break anything in half.
let me
Yeah.
I guess I should let's see if I can if I can do a successful grapple. That'll be the kicker. So 14.
That hits.
Ooh.
Or is it? Oh no, it's a strength check, right? For grapple?
Yeah, so it must succeed on a strength. It's contested by athletics.
And Thomas, roll me a d4.
Is it a saving throw?
It I thought it was.
Because checks are different.
Okay.
That would be a different spell.
It's a check.
Okay.
It's it ends up with a 13. It's I mean, it's hard to get an edge on a thing that doesn't I don't know. there's a physics thing I want to say, but my brain ain't doing it, so we'll pretend I said it.
Excellent.
Any other actions, bonus actions, things?
Um,
So, I mean, you got it, right?
yeah, I got it. Then I can do one of my moves. And that's, yeah, I'll do the backbreaker. And yeah, I guess I'm kneeing myself into some hot cheese and dough, my friends.
Amazing. Okay.
And I'm drooling, I say. And let's see, that's 2d10.
I was wondering at what point he just starts eating it.
2d10, and it has to make a con save.
Okay.
Challenge accepted.
I guess this is my slice. That's 10 damage from me. Bludgeoning.
Thomas, what's the D4 I'm doing for the con save? I mean, I'll roll it if you want.
A remarkably consistent 3.
So that's going to be a +2. So it's a 17 for the Constitution save.
Makes it.
Cheese has consistency. Okay.
Well, it doesn't have any negative effects then from that, but it does take the damage. It does take the damage.
Okay. All right. And are you still grappled?
No, that ends the grapple.
Okay. We're not supposed to be. All right. Empress at 2.
I yeet myself into the air.
Yeet! I thought Sumo had multiple attacks.
Sumo, do you have multiple attacks? Did Allison just walk away? Is that what happened?
She shook her head.
Okay.
Dang it! Now I want pizza.
Plus on target.
Dang it! You made me hungry again.
That's
So
I just yeet myself up to into the air. Yeet.
Excellent. How many feet up are you going?
Well, I can go up 60 feet. I go up 60 feet.
Are you gonna cast anything on the thing?
Nope. I just out of terror go yeet.
So
Wait.
Well, I might cast something. Hold on, let me check my spells and their ranges. Wait.
You're not frightened. You don't have the frightened condition.
Right. You're an adventurer. You've seen stuff before.
Well, yes, but I startle because there's a giant cheese blob heading towards me. And I'm a small snake.
You could have argued that as a reaction, but now it's been 6, 12, 18, 24 seconds. That is not how a startle response works.
Oh.
She wild shapes into a ninja turtle and the cube runs away in fear.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Unfortunately, Ninja Turtles aren't beasts. You could be a
No.
turtle. Someday, what I wish for you is to fly 120 feet. Fly however high it would take for a blue whale to reach terminal velocity and then turn into a blue whale and then drop. And we will send a pot of marigolds after you, and it will be lovely. But until then, what are you doing on your turn?
You've given my ADHD brain my ideas. Must focus.
Yes.
Must focus.
Spells that do damage would be great here.
Um, I, what terrain are we on? What type of terrain are we on?
Just it's the grassy field inside of the
We're in
Alright.
the yard in the box.
I cast Earth Tremor.
Okay. Tell me what it does.
I cause a tremor in the ground within range, which is 10 feet. Wait, no, that's too far. That's too far. Is it? Not if I go less than... Okay, never mind, I only go up 10 feet.
That's how tall it is.
You can split your movement. You can move 10, take your action, and then finish your movement.
Yeah, I take 10, cast Earth Tremor, which causes a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. On failed save, creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone.
Everyone make a dex save.
And then I just finish yeeting myself into the air.
And Thomas is going to give me a 4.
What's the DC?
Yeah, what is your spell save DC? I see it. I can tell you the pizza cube doesn't make it. So roll a d6 for damage.
But yeah, Jocelyn, what's your DC?
Yeah.
I have a 3 damage.
Okay.
DC. What does DC stand for again?
Oh god, I don't even know.
It
It should be at the top of
class.
your spell list. To the right, it'll say your spell save DC.
13.
Okay, 13. Beat a 13.
17.
Hooray.
Okay,
I am more than 10 feet. Sorry.
you are. The cube did not make it and took the 3 damage, and she has yeeted herself the rest of the way into the air. You're now 60 feet up. Yeah, we'll just go with that. And
just yeets myself.
Tuesday.
Probably,
Are you gonna shoot it?
yeah. 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 Wow. 18 and 14.
Both hit.
Wow, okay. Oh, that's terrible. 5, 7, so 10, 18, 38 points of fire damage.
I hope you really, really, really like the smell of burning cheese, because you just kind of singe the whole thing, and the holes that you've made in it are like gushing various pizza juices, and it just sort of deflates and stops moving. And Rosalind whoops and dives down at it and claws up a piece and yells, "Victory!"
On my turn, I hand out plates
We are now out of turn
I like
order.
that.
and begin recasting the ceremony.
You have successfully defeated the pizza cube.
Yay.
Are the toppings regular size or like to scale?
Now they're to scale.
Okay. I roll up a slice of pepperoni like a burrito, like a cheese enchilada, and eat it.
I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, whatever toppings you like on pizza, that exists. If you're vegan, I'm sorry. This is not this is not a the dimension is clearly not made for vegans or those who are lactose intolerant. I apologize. I didn't make it. Um, Chessman claps and also makes sure everyone gets plates and helps serve people. And once you are all served, I almost said Jocelyn, sorry. Once you are all served, Roz says, "Do you want to know how old I am now?" With like pizza sauce running down her face.
Please.
I am
Oh, yeah.
20.
Wow.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Thank you. There is cake and there is ice cream. And there are lawn darts because I want there to be a world where lawn darts exist. And something interesting starts happening here. For the first time in this place ever, the sun starts to go down.
Huh.
And as it becomes, Rosalind is not concerned. If anyone asks Chespin, he acknowledges that this is part of how this one works. Yes, this is normal. And as the sun goes down, the field is filled with fireflies. The most beautiful kids party ever. And with that, we're going to stop the game for the evening.
Can I do one last thing?
Certainly.
At some point when she has clean hands,
Mm-hmm.
I present her with a rolled up sheet of what I guess would look like parchment paper with like tied shut with string. If she opens it, it's a very well done, basically photorealistic hand drawn sketch portrait of her, framed with weird symbols and iconography along the edge, but it's a very nice portrait of her.
So she's definitely like, "Oh, you got me a present. Thank you." You know, I'm not sure anyone who is my friend ever got me a present before. Thank you. And she opens it and she loves it. She's gushing.
Happy birthday.
Friendly also closes the ritual. I assume there's going to be some the other gifts.
Yes.
Other people chose gifts.
I just wanted to get to the fireflies before I forgot them.
Yeah. As the ritual closes, Friendly has has wrapped a ribbon around an oldish, questionable leather-bound book that is inscribed with arcane sigils. It has like
Ooh.
a smeared bloody thumbprint on one end. The And inside is the ritual, two rituals: alarm and comprehend languages. This is his old ritual book.
Oh, she is fascinated and just, oh wow. And you can see her starting to understand as she, thank you. And
I had a
Chessman is
feeling
like
you'd
sort
catch
of
on
leaning.
fast.
Chessman is sort of leaning over her, like he's very tall. It's like leans over and looks, and you can see that he's like watching to make sure it's not gonna blow up, and then it's okay. Is anyone else gifting? Okay. She doesn't seem to expect it, so it's not like it's nobody's getting ire for not having brought in gifting. She's just glad you're here.
And
There's none
now,
of that. There's none of that. Look what they gave me.
everything you were is just a memory. And from here on out, everything becomes completely brand new. And for the next 24 hours, you will have advantage on all sorts of stuff.
Awesome. That might be really useful in the next 24 hours. We'll probably
Abili-
find out next week.
Oh, it's just an ability check, and I'm sorry, it's not a D4. It should basically has bless
Okay.
for the next 24 hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
what you get out of her is that she's very happy to be sharing her birthday with new people, and that you were here for the birthday ritual of killing the pizza cube. This is apparently a thing she does every year. Is kill the pizza cube.
Oh yeah, it's standard ceremony stuff. That's.
What I would do every year. I could. I mean,
I
mean,
was
it's what I'm
worried
gonna-
we weren't going to have one.
It's what I'm gonna do now every year.
Yeet.
And with the sun setting and the field of fireflies, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous evening in the box and a great place to end game. Thank you all so much for joining us for this special happy birthday edition to Roz and also to Diamond.
Happy birthday, Diamond.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Diamond.
I get older. I am not 20.
One more
One day of
revolution.
the year we get older.
Except
All
in
at once.
2020, in which there were. Anyway.
Oh God. We don't talk about that.
Not anymore. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you've been enjoying this game, give us a like. Subscribe if you want to see when we're posting more videos. I tend to do them in chunks. And, express your gratitude for these wonderful players, for Thomas, David, Jocelyn, and Allison in the comments. We'll see you next game. Have a good one.
Pizza
High five
Cube
the
is pinata.
Pizza Cube pinatas!